Okay, well, welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time out to find out a little bit more what we're up to. For those of you who don't know, my name is Mel Langley and I am a soulful wealth coach or an income coach, a money coach. I'm a mum of three, stepmom of stepmom of two, so five altogether. I have been in the industry of helping people generate an income using different platforms for about 6.5, 7 years now, and I absolutely love what I do. I've been very successful over that time and built large teams of people. And what I love the most is absolutely helping people and really helping them achieve a life of choice and freedom that they desire. So yeah, thank you. We're going to go into a little bit more in detail for you today. I've just come from the gym, so hopefully I'm not too much of a hot mess. Go a little bit more into detail for you, specifically on how we can help you. So the question, I'm just going to mute those people coming in. The question that you might be asking yourself right now, and obviously the person who reached out to you does care about you enough to share something they believe is, changing their life, has changed the life of others, and they'd really love to share that with you and share the love. So you're potentially asking yourself this question right now that's on the screen. How do you improve the quality of your life? Or how, if you're talking, about yourself, how do I improve the quality of my life? So for many years, as I said earlier, that I've been in the industry, I've really searched for the right vehicle. Always had the platform being our six-figure soulpreneur community, and really focused on the vehicle that we partner with, because the vehicle that we partner with is essential to the success of the soulpreneur community or the platform. So we really focus on a simple done for you platform. Sorry, I'm just going to go to the next slide. Awesome. So what does improving the quality of your life look like to you? For some people that might look like more time. Some people that might just mean freedom of choice. Some people might mean flexibility, lifestyle, health, or wealth. I know for me, I was a mum of three working in corporate and in sales and marketing. And I really found myself, tied down to a job that had no flexibility. So, I was a mum that, had that guilt going on, that I wanted to also be at certain school events and pick up my children, drop off my children to school, pick them up after school. And, it really hurt me one day when I think, they were sitting on the floor of my office, coloring or whatever it might have been. And I was like pushing them aside, just to say, I've got to finish work. I can't do that. I can't do this. I can't do that because I have to finish. I had to finish at 5, and I think I was taking my lunch break at like 3:30 to actually go pick them up from school, and then have to race back and finish off. So, things that you do as a parent to get by, but if there's a way around that to not actually have to do that, I was all for it. And like, bring it on. There's got to be another way. And also, my husband at the time, we're drowning in credit card debt and we just really couldn't see a way out. So for us, it was, a lot of these, and look, it's health as well, guys, because without health, we have nothing. So, you know, without being the best version of ourselves, you know, from the inside and also, you know, from the outside is really where it's at. So, you know, you might tick all these boxes. I know I certainly is, but that is the question for you to ask yourself. And really, in this point in time, what is it that is going to help you draw that line in the sand to go, this is my time, this is my opportunity? And that's what we're here to show you tonight. So thank you for tuning in. So what we do is we have developed or partner with a leveraged business model. Now, what that means, so currently, if you work 9 to 5 or if you work a traditional job, you would be in the 95 percenters because that's what a lot of people do, you know, because they don't know of these online opportunities that are available. So with that, we focus on a leveraged business model. And what that means is right now, if you're working that traditional job, you are working an hour and you're getting paid an hour or an hourly rate for working an hour. So in effect, what that is you're trading your time for money. Okay, so you're trading time, an hour and an hour time for an hour wage or hourly rate. So what we are about is really leveraging a business model to create residual income from a network. And what that means, I'll kind of give you a bit of an example that's similar. So let's say Michael Jackson or Elvis Presley. So what they, you know, they've sung a song once and they're not with us today, but they're still getting paid royalties from that song that they created once. Okay, so they're getting residual income from something they did once. What we do is we receive residual income from something we do once, because then we have a network of people that are actually doing the same thing, and we are getting financially remunerated from the network that we have created. So instead of getting paid off the efforts of yourself, which you're working an hour, getting paid for an hour, you're actually getting paid off the efforts of tens, hundreds, thousands of people, depending how large you want your network to grow. So in effect, your network is actually your net worth. So the power is creating a network. So I hope that makes sense. So what we've been able to do is we have identified that what we need in order to grow and really leverage the network income. Okay, so the platform for that, for platform for growth, are these key concepts. So you need a vehicle, you need the formula and a system and culture to be able for this is our platform that all comes together to make up the opportunity for you to start benefiting from a leveraged income and a network. So the vehicle. So it's like anything, you know, you want to go from, I'm in Bendigo, you want to go from Bendigo to Queensland. I put it in Google Maps, I put it in my GPS, and it gives me the direction, okay? Same as that's the vehicle that's, you know, allowing you to go in that direction. Same with this, same with business, same with our platform. We have a vehicle that steers us in the right direction for success and for results, okay? So what that is made up of is a company that we align ourselves with, a company that we are partnered with to utilize as our vehicle that ticks all our boxes. And what I mean by that, because I have been very successful in the industry, I had a lot of companies throwing a lot of money at me. I traveled throughout the US, traveled throughout Australia and New Zealand to look at different companies. But I knew that I wanted to partner with a company that I could make sure ticked all my boxes, and those boxes were for you guys, for the people who joined our platform, because my passion is not only providing incredible products, but and be able to get people paid. It's also about the culture and community as well. And I'll share that a little bit in a moment. But social economy, okay, let's look at it this, guys. Everything, well, a lot of things now, you've got Coles Click and Collect, you've got, Amazon is a massive, massive platform, eBay. Everything has gone from bricks and mortar front, shop front, to click and order. Okay, so what we have, the vehicle, which is Q Sciences, I've got Q Science top on now, they actually provide that for us. So you don't have to go out and spend tens of thousands of dollars for a website, for an app, for anything like that, because it's all done for us, okay? So that's the power of the social economy, generating an income from the palm of your hand, turning your smartphone into a payphone. Here I am holding up a pretend phone, but there you go. There it is there. Then we maximize their global compensation plan. What I love about this, in every company that I evaluated, there were average incomes. So, there was no clear pathway. There was no GPS on how to actually earn a dollar. With this, we have no average incomes, meaning there's no gray areas. It is all black and white. There's no discrepancies. It's all black and white there listed for you. And we'll be able to show you that in a little bit later in our compensation plan. Also, we are well established in over 14 countries, meaning not only, whether you're listening in from Australia, New Zealand, or wherever you might be listening in from, you have the ability to have a global business, which is super exciting, especially when we talk about our full spectrum hemp products in a moment. So just planting that seed. And then the product. At the end of the day, we need a product to be able to sell, to be able to share. Within our platform, that means that there is the ability for that residual income that we spoke about, okay? So these products are scientifically validated health and wellness products. These products are peer-reviewed and appear in like 44 different journals, and one of those being Harvard University. So, again, we just had to make sure that we ticked all those boxes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to hand over to one of my co-founders of our platform, which is Mr. Lee Prosser. Lee is a family man. He is a ex-warrior to now warrior, who absolutely owns the online space and has had such great success in a short period of time using our platform when he'd used other platforms previously. So I would love for him to share a little bit more about our company, the vehicle, which is a company that we partner with, and also the products, and go into a little bit more depth of that. So Lee, are you there? Or do you need me to unmute you? I'm sorry. Hold on, guys. Let me just unmute Lee. Lee, are you there?
I'm here now.
You're here now. Okay. I'm just going to mute everyone, and then I will unmute you. Okay. Lee, are you there? Yeah.
I'm here. Yep.
Sorry?
Perfect. So if you would like to just share a little bit about our company with us, and yeah, take it away.
Yeah, look, thanks for the introduction. I guess first of all, I just want to thank everybody else for actually allowing us into your lounge room, kitchen, wherever you're tuning in from, because one thing that's really big for me and that I wanted in my next step was an opportunity that would actually grace my family and give time back to my family with myself. So for you guys to take time out of your family's time to sit here on this presentation and listen to us, I sincerely thank you for that opportunity. So I guess a little bit about me. Yeah, my name is Lee Prosser. I live in Kilmore in Victoria, and I'm an elite in the business. So I've only been in since January, but in that time, what I really wanted was I wanted to find an opportunity that money wasn't the issue for me. I was financially pretty stable, but what I did have real issues with was that what I was sacrificing for money. So if you like, what Melanie was seeking in an opportunity and what I'm seeking are probably polar opposites, but it gives you a good picture as to there's usually three things that we're seeking in life, and that's either health, wellness, or time with our families, aka relationships. So what I was actually seeking was I was seeking the time back with my family, and what I actually inadvertently put myself through was a whole lot of health complications because I was working so many hours to try and get the money in through the front door to support my family. And you might sit back and you might say, well, that's a pretty selfish view, but what we do is what we are actually programmed to do as we're actually growing up. And that's what was something that was instilled in me from my family, was that you go to work for somebody else, you get paid a salary, you bring that home, and that's to support your family. And at the end of the day, you do what you have to do to get that dollar in the front door. So I found myself working 50+ hour weeks, and really, I had everything from anxiety to 15 years of depression through mental exhaustion. I even suffered a minor heart attack on a flight back from Sydney because of my work as well, because I was just so fatigued. So it got me to the point where I'm like, you know what? I've got to make a change now. Otherwise, change is going to be made for me, and in a real drastic way. So I actually partnered up with Q Sciences because I saw that this was a vehicle that would actually enable me to live a completely different life and give my family a lot more choice in life. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hopefully arm you with all the information that you need so that you can sit back and you go, you know what, I can make a very validated choice as to whether this aligns with me or not. So I guess one of the real big things that I am really impressed by Q Sciences is the actual community and the people behind it. And as we look at it, the CEO, Mr. Mark Wilson, he founded this company back in 2012, and he's got over 30 years experience in areas like real estate development, private investments, entrepreneurship. And it may not mean a lot to us here in Australia or New Zealand, but he's a 2-time championship winning NFL quarterback. So if we liken that to AFL or rugby league, it's probably the top echelon that you can actually get in the sporting field. So what I like about Mr. Wilson is that he's got the brain, he's got the business sense to really drive this business forward. So we've got the ability, knowing that we are going to be forging through for years and years to come. Then behind Mark, or alongside Mark, I should say, we've got Mr. Jake Spencer, who is the Global VP of Sales. This gentleman, I've had the privilege of having a couple of conversations with him. I'm yet to meet him, but he is an absolute gem. He's been in the trenches, fighting the fight at the ambassador level or distributor level as what we are all in. So he knows what's happening at ground level zero. So he can take those messages back to corporate, and that paints a very clear picture for what we're actually going through. Might be the struggles, might be the feats, might be the acknowledgements, but he can create that that wholesome picture. And he's been doing this, building teams for the last 14 years. So what he doesn't know is probably not worth knowing. Okay, so we've got the reassurance. We've got some very stable, very intuitive people right at the helm of this company. Whoop, we've just had a technical glitch. So basically, when I looked at the Q Sciences, and I was actually invited to one of the pre-launches here in Australia, I actually looked at the product range and I thought to myself, who do I know that actually is facing some of these issues in society in my circle of influence? Who do I know that is tired? Who do I know that's stressed, that's lacking energy? Now, these are the areas that I really suffered. You know, working 50 plus hours a week, I was knackered. You know, so I really saw this product range and I thought I can actually use this to reach out to people that might be overstressed or even, which is my passion, mental illness in society. You know, 1 in 4 people are going to come in contact, if not themselves, somebody very close to them with mental illness throughout their lifetime. And that number is growing. We all know that overweight and obesity is a growing problem in our society. We've got a fantastic weight loss management range within our product range. Depression, anxiety, mood instability, you know, hormones raging because of changes in life. You know, our bodies can't keep up with that naturally. So we need to supplement with some products to actually help us cope with the day-to-day life. And of course, the core of it is our ability to get adequate rest and sleep. So we've got a fantastic range that I'll actually go through in a minute. So what I found was that our range of products is basically a total nutrition range. So what we've found is over the years, food that we consume and beverages really has diminished the level of nutrients that we're actually taking into our bodies. So therefore, it's created a need for us to supplement those nutrients back into our bodies, for us to actually operate at an optimum level. So we've got things like, you know, Rev Sport for energy. We've got focus sprays for, you know, mental clarity, I guess. We've got digestive health products, which some of them have actually got patents on. So Q Fiber, Q Cleanse, to really look after our digestive tracts. And, you know, a lot of the problems that we face as humans actually start within our digestive tract, within our colon, within our intestines. You know, we've got the adaptogenic herbs, which once again, you know, with life changing at a rapid rate, our bodies can't keep up. So our hormones start, you know, changing and we need to actually nourish them with nutrients to actually keep everything in check and make sure we're on a even keel. We've got a fantastic weight control or weight loss management system, which is basically, and I've done a study on this, compared it to some of the market leaders. And ours are sugar-free, half the carbs, half the calories of some of the market-leading weight control systems out there. So for people who maybe don't like the idea of exercising or going to the gym, you know, this is going to be a fantastic weight loss range that you can actually get your teeth into and start getting some real results. We've also got some sublingual sprays. So it's just 5 sprays underneath the tongue. And those range from, you know, B12, C+, Q Sleep, which is absolutely walking out the door. Q Sleep is great for anybody, adults, children at a minimized dose. It actually puts people to sleep within 5 or 10 minutes, and they're finding that they're actually getting adequate sleep right the way through the night. So, which really holds us in good stead when we actually wake up in the morning, we're nice and refreshed, we can actually work 100% to our optimum range. We've also got Q Prime, which is our cardiovascular health, which actually delivers oxygenated blood throughout our body and back to the heart. So at our core, we're going to be operating at the optimum level as well. We've got a skincare range, and this is huge, guys. We're actually, I'll go into it a little bit more detail when the hemp oil slide comes up, but we've got topical hemp skincare ranges coming out. You know, it's going to absolutely blow open the market. And like I just said, the full spectrum hemp oil, which will actually go into more detail. So as you can see, it's a pretty well well-rounded range of products. But the big kicker, and this is the one that I'm really passionate about because I'm coming from a mental wellness passion, I guess, Q-Core Q-Max. Okay, this is our biggest selling product. And there's a good reason for it because pretty well it's a all-rounder, like game changer. So if you aren't on this, I actually went off of this for about a couple of weeks ago, and I actually found that I actually had a depressive episode because I wasn't actually taking this. Silly me, I should have kept it going, but hey, we live and we learn. But what happens with the Q-Core Q-Max is it's got 4 main properties involved. And the first one being is the fuel. So it's fuel for the brain. Okay, so it's got 36 micronutrients that actually get into our body and it actually nourishes our brain so that we can actually operate at the highest level. It's also got Q-Prime in it, like I just said, that the oxygenated blood is actually delivered through the body, through to the heart, making sure that all the nutrients are going in the right way and where they should be going. Also the Q-Biotics. So what that does, it actually helps the absorption of the micronutrients that we're getting out of this product. So sometimes stomach acid can actually break down or destroy some of those nutrients that should be getting into the organs of our body. But what the Q-Biotics does is that it actually stops the stomach acid from breaking those down. So they're actually getting through to the desired areas. And of course, the Q-Omegas, which are the fatty acids, which actually are the good bodies that actually protect our inner organs. So as you can see, it's a really good all-rounder product that everybody should be on. So I like to think of this as the bit of the cherry on the top, okay? This is the real exciting bit that we're all buzzing about here. And there's a good reason for it, because if you are aware of what hemp oil has done in the States, then you will know the magnitude of what we're about to bring into our country in a matter of weeks. We've got the Q-Fuse hemp oil, which is a full spectrum hemp oil. Now, when we say full spectrum, our hemp oil is actually a water soluble, so it's better for absorption. So our hemp oil will have an absorption rate of about 85%. Now, our competitors' hemp oil, which a lot of them are more so an oil-based, are 8 to 10% absorbability into the body. Okay, so ours is going to get in there and get working quicker and more efficiently than what our competitors is. Now, it's USA grown, it's non-GMO and gluten-free. So in this day and age, that's what everybody wants. No GMO, gluten-free products. The biggest thing, like I just said, the bioabsorbability technology, okay? That's the real exciting bit about this. We all want to take products, but we want to take products in the most efficient way that's going to get into our body and work the quickest. Now, you know, the hemp oil is been raved about with benefits for, you know, ADHD, schizophrenia, anxiety, depression, even in the cancer world. You know, these people, motor neuron disease, you know, hemp oil is absolutely changing the health scene by a mile. So it promotes overall wellness, and the Australian TGA have just been over to our manufacturing facility and actually certified the source to manufacture process that we've actually been farming this hemp oil in. So it's a matter of weeks, guys, and this is going to be on our shores. So we're all absolutely buzzing for it. So yeah, basically, like we always say, timing is everything. And in network marketing, MLM, whatever you like to call it, timing is everything. And at this point in time, you couldn't have actually got onto this opportunity at a better time. So what we've got now is the 1 cent digital welcome kit and enrollment fee. So what that means is that you're basically getting the whole welcome kit and back office tools at your disposal for little to next to nothing. Like it still blows my mind that this opportunity has actually come about. So you get the opportunity to build an international business from your mobile phone, which has actually got everything that you need. It's going to have all your reports. It's going to have all your training. It's going to have all the PDF files. It's going to enable you to actually even whiz off a sample by just loading it up and directing it from your mobile phone. Somebody can actually get a product sample by you just sending a simple instruction. All right. And basically what it's going to mean is that you have got a business in a box. I like to think about it that way. You're going to have everything that you need, and you're going to get your own personalized product portal. You're going to get your own website. You're going to get a Q Pay card, which all your commissions and rewards are actually loaded onto that. And then it's up to you what you actually do with it. And we've got a fantastic Q Connect Pro app, which we've all just been luckily benefited by here in Australia. It took a while to come through, but hey, we've got it now, and it's an absolute game changer. So absolutely amazing. So basically, to set yourself up to success, I like to think about it that, you know what, we need to see, feel, touch, use, consume. All right. So if we're not getting our hands on some products, then we don't really know the advantages of what we're actually got at our disposal. So what I would suggest is set yourself up with a product pack, and the enrollment packs range from $350 US to $685 roundabouts US, plus taxes and shipping. Now you might think to yourself, well, you know, that's a bit of an outlay up front, but you're getting a business in its complete sense. Like, where else can you get a business for under $1,000? And the return on investment, we're actually getting people pretty well return on investment within 30 days. I don't know many other companies out there that can actually say that. Usually it takes 3, 4, 5, 6 months to actually get just your return on investment, and then you're looking into profits. All right. So this is a very low barrier to entry business opportunity. So guys, look, thanks for listening to me. You can see that I'm really passionate about this because I can just see the opportunity ahead of us. And I'm going to hand it back to Mel now, and she can actually go through the formula in a bit more detail.
Awesome. Thank you, Lee. Can you see me? I can't see myself. So there we are. I'm back now.
A bit in the dark.
I am in the dark a little bit. Put a bit of light on the subject, you reckon? Thank you so much. I always love listening to you, and you've such a wealth of knowledge. But I think what's really, you know, the passion in you, because you know how the product has worked for you and your family, and that's really what we're doing here, is sharing an incredible product to help so many people.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Awesome. Well, I'm going to go in and talk about the income side of things, guys, and how that all happens. So, you know, as you've seen, we've talked about the vehicle, and now we talk about the formula within that vehicle and how we can show you simply how to get paid. Okay. We're not here to tell you need to do Facebook ads or spam your Facebook with our products or anything like that. You know, we want to really be a company or a platform that is separate and different from the rest of the marketplace. We want to be, I suppose, industry leading and cutting edge, because no one has been able to provide a formula like this before now, because of those average incomes I spoke about previously. Okay, so we know that we can put this formula and this business plan together for you, because what we're showing you is black and white. It is what you're going, the GPS I talked about. This is what you do. This is the roadmap, and this is the outcome, which is pretty exciting. So the formula, find 3. Okay. So what you're doing is you're finding 3 people that want to potentially, you know, absolutely live a healthier life. Potentially they're buying these type of products anyway, from the supermarket shelf, from the chemist, from the health food shop. But guess what? They're chemically disgusting products that have, you know, not even a quarter of the potency that ours have from its natural source and not chemically derived. So what they're doing is they're actually wanting to generate an income as well. So they're committing to getting them an enrollment pack and purchasing the product for themselves every month. Now, we could turn around and say to you, okay, it's $2,000 to get started. You get an app, you get your website, you get all the training, you get everything. But really, we're here to make you money. We're not here to put you into debt. So you imagine that $2,000 that you might spend on this business in an entire year, okay? That is spread out by your monthly commitment of purchasing 100 volume of product for yourself or your family, which equates to about $136 US, okay? So not a lot of money for what you're getting, and the formula and the compensation plan that, you know, as Lee mentioned before, that return on investment, the outlay for the return on investment. So formula is simply finding 3 people, they're starting on a pack and they're committing, oops, did I go, oh yeah, I'm sorry, thought I just hit the wrong button then. And they're committing to finding 3 as well, okay? So what that does, depending on what pack your 3 people come in on, they might come on our 250 pack, or they might come in on our 500 pack. The variable is there. If they come in on the 250 pack, you would hit the rank of pro. If they come in on the 500 pack, you would hit the rank of executive. What you have there is the monthly team commission and the promotional rank bonus for the first 30 days. So that's why Lee mentioned earlier, we actually work very hard. You have a 6-figure mentor that works closely with you to get you your 3 people in those first 30 days to really set you up for success. So, oh, sorry, I was muting someone there. Okay, so your 3 people then find 3 people. So all of a sudden, you know how I spoke earlier about the power of a network and a leveraged income? Now your 3 people are finding their 3 people, okay? So that's when you're getting paid off the network. All of a sudden, you have 9 people in your business, which if they've all joined on the 500 pack, you're actually generating volume or business sales of 4,500 volume, which puts you at the rank of elite. And I'll show you in a moment, but that rank of elite is over $1,000 Australian and $1,000 New Zealand per month. Like who could, that's a mortgage payment, that's a car payment, that's a holiday. Imagine that every month, what holiday or school fees or what that could do for you and your family, okay? So plus, this is just new people coming in, plus the existing people that are in your business purchase the 100 every month, and that's where the key lies. That's where the residual comes in, because they are purchasing 100 volume every month, which is their business requirement to get paid, which means that is income that just residually happens with or without you. And that's the end game for, you know, for your time freedom, for, you know, what you're looking for. So then you just watch your business duplicate by the power of a network, okay? Your network is your net worth. So growth is never by mere chance. It is the result of forces working together. And that's what we've really identified here as the platform, the 6-figure Soulpreneurs, because it is about our community and it's about our culture and our commitment to every single person in that culture. So this is a compensation plan. Certainly get back to the person who's introduced you and they can give you a bit more detail on this. But you can see the amount of volume that's coming into your business per month. You've got customer commission that you're getting paid on top of the monthly commission as well. And on top of that, you've got promotional rank bonuses as well. So certainly extremely lucrative, depending on, you know, what your dreams and desires are. But if you stick to the formula, it is inevitable. And we've run the numbers. You know, if everybody finds their 3 people within 4 months, you know, every month, within 4 months, you could be earning a 6-figure residual income annually. And by 7 levels down, 7 tiers down, you'd actually be generating over 65,000 Australian. You'd be at the rank of Emerald at $45,000 US per month. So amazing numbers there. So what I wanted to really focus on here is that is our compensation plan. There's no 32-page PDF of ins and outs and discrepancies and this and that. It literally is what you see is what you get. The growth continues indefinitely, no breakages, no cutoffs. It is what it is. You get paid as you see it. It's in black and white. Goes for infinity and beyond. It's in infinite growth, infinite income. So what you're able to do is you're really able to set yourself up for success for you and your family, creating a legacy, a lifelong legacy, not only for your children, but your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren. You know, imagine leaving that, you know, that legacy for your family, because it just continues to grow, you know, and that's the power of the network, as we spoke about earlier. So improve your financial and physical and mental health or wellness by simply sharing a proven system. We like to sort of, you know, refer to as a legacy of love. So where else can you do that, you know? So what I want to quickly touch base on before I let you go, guys, go for the evening is our system and our culture, okay? So this is really important, and what I personally believe sets us apart from the rest of the industry. And the reason that is because, you know, I mentioned before, we have a simple done for you platform, okay? So for you, it's people don't say no to an opportunity like this. They actually say no to what they think they have to do if they got started, okay? And they're saying, so in essence, they're saying no to themselves because they're concerned about what they have to do. All you need to do is copy, paste, send people, you know, videos from the app on your phone, send people to a presentation that you're watching now and link them into a chat with your 6-figure coach, and your 6-figure coach will actually go to and do the work for you. We'll speak to your prospect for you and help them get started with you, okay? So you are assigned a 6-figure coach that is going to be there with you every step of the way, okay? They want this for you more than probably they want it for, you want it for yourself. So really lean on those coaches, because they're there to help you and to see you succeed, because they're soulful entrepreneurs that are doing it for themselves, but at the end of the day, organically, we know if we're helping other people, we're looked after. So we're okay with that. You will have part of our system and our platform, social media mentoring, which is huge. I know I've been very successful building my brand on social media, and other of our coaches have as well. So you'll be getting the insights into this that people pay tens of thousands of dollars for. Guys, this is included. We don't charge for this because we believe this is something that we give to you as part of our culture, a part of our system, a part of abundance and love. Attraction marketing training. So what we can do is we can set you up so that people are actually coming to you asking what you're doing. And, you know, and then again, the 6-figure coaches can help them get started. Personal development is huge also in this industry, and we help with that as well. But culture is what sets us apart. We are, as I mentioned before, soulful, heart-centered entrepreneurs full of trust, loyalty, respect, commitment, transparency, abundance, and family values. A majority of your coaches and mentors that you'll be working with have previously been in the industry before. We know what we don't want because we've unfortunately, you know, experience the bad side of this industry. We are changing the game in this industry, and we are going to make this industry abundant and full of love and traditional family values, where we're here for you and not for our own back pocket. So I hope that resonates with you, and we are all very much about you being in alignment and feeling really congruent about what we're offering and our culture. So we're towards the end now, guys. I think I've covered everything, but you're going to fall into 3 categories: A, B, or C. A is all in, let's go. Time, as Lee mentioned before, okay? Timing is everything. We are the first company to be in the mental wellness space. We are the first company who will have a license for topical hemp product in Australia and New Zealand. We have less than a couple of hundred people in Australia pre-launching. I was like, that sounded like I was starting a motorbike then. Pre-launching into Australia and New Zealand. So timing is crucial, okay? Timing and positioning is everything. So get ready to take action. The other thing that Lee also mentioned was that right now we have a 1 cent offer. So all you're paying for is your products. You're not paying for the app. You're not paying for the back office. You're not paying, well, 1 cent. So that is a huge, huge advantage for you to take advantage of today. But you might have questions. You might have a budget. We can work to that. We're here to set you up for success and not put you into debt. So if we need to work with your budget, we can certainly do that as well. And get your questions answered. Make sure the person who introduced you adds you into a chat, messenger chat with, or organizes a call with one of the 6-figure coaches, so that we can help answer your questions and get you started. C is you'd love to be a customer. You love the products, but the business isn't for you. Fantastic. I applaud you that you're in a position where, you know, you potentially don't need the extra income, but you may know someone who does. So please get back to the person who invited you here, become a customer of theirs and support their online business, and refer anyone to them that you feel might benefit from either the business or the product. So thank you so much for your time. It has been a long one tonight, but we really appreciate you, and we look forward to welcoming you to our family. Lots of love. Thanks. Bye.